Hello everyone, welcome to my studio. Today I'm painting a peaceful autumn scene on a tiny 3 by 3-inch canvas. It is oil painting and I'm using a very limited color palette. I'm starting with the background using a mix of blue and green and for sky and a base for the water as well. I'll also add some white to lighten it up and give it a cloudy feel. So enjoy the process with me. Starting from the top right corner of the canvas, I am moving my brush diagonally across with a soft blend of phthalo blue, white, and just a touch of phthalo green. Using the same brush, I switch to phthalo green and white, just sweeping in horizontal strokes to form the river. And you can see that I'm just covering only half of this small 3 by 3-inch canvas and leaving the rest of for the ground. Now I'm covering the space between the sky and the water with sap green and some burnt umber using vertical strokes. This will suggest distant trees. Now, to ground the scene, I have used burnt umber at the base, creating a clear separation between the water and the tree line. As I gradually move upward, I'm mixing lemon yellow into the sap green, brushing vertically to form a glow of distant trees. Now blending the two creates a soft transition, and as I move higher, I've lightened the tones with titanium white. On the left side, I'm blocking in the area for trees, bushes, and the pathway. So with a round bristle brush, I'm gently pushing in some small amount of burnt sienna, using circular motion to blend it softly as I move downward. And following the same circular motion, I've created some distant bushes. Just covering up the area with some more dark tones on the top. I'm using the vertical strokes to fill in the distant trees, taking the color all the way out to the edges of the canvas. With the background almost complete, it's time to paint the pathway. Using the same brush, I'm covering the blank space with a mix of burnt umber and burnt sienna, creating a strong earthy base for the path. Now it's time to add some details. On the right side, I'm mixing darker shades along with some warm fall colors. With a liner brush, I begin to paint the evergreen trees, layering them over the sap green background so they stand out clearly. These strokes actually bring forward the foreground to life and add depth to the scene. Now, with a soft flat brush, I'm adding a tree in the foreground. I'm using a very bright lemon yellow to paint the leaves, so it really stands out and feels closer to the viewer. Beneath it, I am building a land with a deep dark greens and gradually just pulling those down to create reflection in the water. I will add some land on both sides of the river to frame the scene with the same flat brush. So you can see I'm pulling the paint from both sides after mixing phthalo blue and titanium white, and will gradually glide it in between, blending it softly so that there are no hard lines of paint. So what this does is this keeps the water looking soft and natural. Moving over to the left side, I am switching to a liner brush and using burnt umber. With fine vertical strokes, I'm adding some slender trees in the background and few more just along the edges of the pathway. This helps to frame the path and gives more depth to the scene. And with a round bristle brush, just adding some burnt sienna, starting from top left corner and working my way down to create a cluster of leaves. Now with a mix of green, yellow, and burnt umber, I'm going to build bushes along both sides of the pathway, adding depth and balance to the foreground. Now I'm going to add more details on the left side. With a soft flat brush, I paint trees of different sizes, keeping one a bit wider and more prominent as it comes closer to the foreground. To create depth, um, I'm going to highlight the right side of the trunk with titanium white while leaving the left side darker. It's the same process for the next tree as well, with light and dark. Now for the pathway, I am using a mix of titanium white and burnt sienna with my soft flat brush. So starting at the horizon line, I glide the brush forward in horizontal strokes and let the path gradually widen as it comes closer to the viewer. To add depth, I have blended in touches of burnt umber near the foreground, creating soft shadows from the trees and giving the path a natural earthy look. Let's add one more tree, which I think this is going to be my final tree. And I have placed it right at the edge of the pathway as it leads towards the river. I am finishing it off with warm autumn leaves now, which will brighten the scene. These are my warm autumn leaves to brighten the scene. So for the last details, I am adding grass, flowers, and some small rocks along the pathway with burnt umber, then highlighting them with titanium white to give it a more realistic look. And with that, our painting is almost done. So I would love to know what part of this artwork you enjoyed the most. Please feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more art creations. And I'm so grateful that you are here watching this video. Thank you for watching.